Now, if you'd like to develop a golf swing that's as silky smooth as Robert Rock's, then you need to watch this video. To Andy Gorman-ThePASS, the putting and short game specialist, with Ben Bolton, we're bringing to you the TRS system, which is the tour rotation stick. Liam Bond, who's behind the product, tour player, coach and senior tour player, has developed products for players and coaches alike. He wants you, as we do, to improve your game as quickly as possible. The tour rotation stick saved Ben's golf swing in the middle of the season. We're working with it around the greens today on this video, and TRS are offering you, my viewer, my special friend, a discount in the description below. You watch it, you like it, you want to buy it, you get a discount from TRS and they'll get it shipped out to you. The stick, the ball, the slider, developed with Robert Rock. Ultimately, any of the products, if you like the look of them on the website, go ahead and check it out. Watch the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the other side. You know, one of my sort of training drills is to make sure that the stick or a stick on the ground, as we turn through the shot, we want to make sure that the left arm and club is in a straight line. Obviously, as we're using the TRS here, let me grab that from you. As we use the TRS, we're able to then do that. And, you know, having a club at your heel or stick down, where you can then identify that you've, number one, made the turn, you've got the lead arm and club over the top of the heel, but then also over the top of the stick towards the target is a really good execution. So, you know, as we turn the golf club away from the ball, we want over the toes, we put a parallel stick down in that manner, and then as we come through the stroke, then we're not flicking and launching into the side of the body. So from there, that's just a really good solid turn through the shot. And again, like we were doing with the ball, ultimately we're not going to end up flicking against the side of the body because we've got the stick in the way. So the TRS is really well designed to be able to make this action that we've been working on for a long time now, you know, a real solid practice, you know, so that we can replicate it out on the course, because that's at the end of the day, we're trying to replicate everything we want to do in here, in training, out on the course. We also know that the TRS has helped you with your golf swing this summer as well, when you just went through that sticky patch of hyperextending and not maintaining your spine angle. You found you were flicking, you know, too much rotation. Your skills were getting the ball around the course, but, you know, eventually that fell off the cliff. When you're relying on, you know, an element of timing, you know, which is exactly what you are when you're trying to work that club face onto the ball squarely, there's going to be times where, you know, your struggles are going to be, your timing's out on any given day, and you go from shooting, you know, 68 to 78, and, you know, really fighting hard to not shoot in the 80s, you know. So, you know, your short games held you up, your puttings held you up, but, you know, there's only so much recovery that you can make, you know, when you're fighting against, you know, poor timing because of a poor spine position coming into the back of the ball. So, you know, obviously the TRS has been instrumental to really helping you.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to say a huge thank you to Liam at TRS for the support with the products. We will put a link below where you can get the products, so you know, if you're really interested, then you can get the products yourself and put this exercise into play. It's helped Ben. This exercise has helped Ben for a number of years now, so you know, without having a product in place to be able to really drive home the importance of it, and I say, you definitely wouldn't have got out as quickly as, you know, out of your mess as quickly, would you, without this product? So
no, even working with the coach for the full swing, yeah, it's just really good for also with the ball, really getting that club towards the towards the target.
If you want to do your Roy McAvoy sort of impressions and tinker, then you could put the ball on as well.
Well, if you wanted to, yeah, if you really wanted to.
I think this is, for me, this is like number one drill. If we're flicking, we'll go straight in, put the TRS on.
Yeah.
You know how well this works, and then we would then transition out to the ball so we can get a feel for sort of doing it all without the stick.
Yeah.
And feeling it, not touching the side of the body.
Well, it doesn't matter whether it's from here to the bank or here to where them people are. It's the same motion.
It is. Yeah. You've done this in full swing as well, and it's much harder in full swing because there is some kind of release, especially with the longer clubs. You can if you can turn, then I'm sure Alex Nolan can get through the golf ball, very easily, and have a TRS on his club, and that wouldn't be an issue. I know Lucas Bjerregaard used to train in exactly the same way. Almost a decade ago now, sort of 6 or 7 years ago, I was watching him at St Andrews. In fact, actually he won, so you know exactly. There you go. We had to hole one with the product.
Got a hole one.
Yeah, but was watching him working with a stick when he won at St Andrews. In fact, I remember calling one of my students up and said, "Look, this is that training that we've been working on. This is a fellow called Lucas Bjerregaard. He's working that drill, and I must have that video somewhere, I'm sure. But just working that drill on the full swings within 6 irons, it was just striping them high, and and lo and behold, student dropped a couple of quid on him, and from nowhere, I think it must have been about 28 to 1, something like that. He goes out and wins that championship round Carnoustie and St Andrews and Kingsbarns, and always been a quality player, great ball striker. I've admired him for years, but to see him doing this drill was just incredible. It takes a lot of ability to be able to keep turning when you're swinging the club at full length. You're hitting full 6 irons, etc. You've got to be able to turn through there, otherwise you'll find it's whipping the side of your body, as you found out when you were struggling to start with. But with short shots, everybody can do it with short shots. It's a really good training aid. So thanks, Liam. We'll continue to use it here at the Pass and putting the short game school. Ben's definitely going to continue to use it because ultimately it locks in his short game, has helped you swing massively, and so huge thank you, Liam, for that. So yeah.
Big thank you, yeah.